what you want, what you want. Come on.
Hi guys, Aceface back with another video for you, and today I've got a review stroke advice from Hive Mind on the new Deathstorm box set, which is a starter box set for Warhammer 40,000. So it's called Deathstorm. It's the part of the Shield of Baal series. It features the Blood Angels and the Tyranids, most importantly, and I'm going to unbox it for you guys and show you what's inside and give you my first impressions and advice on it. So here goes. I'm just going to do this one-handed, so bear with me as I struggle to get the lid off. Okay, right, so surprise surprise, we've got tons of sprues. And let's organise these for you nice and simply. So, okay, what have we got here? Oh, some nice Tyranid sprays here. Warriors. More warriors. Quality. Got some of those little cool little sort of spore marker things, which are really handy. I like them. Got them in there. They're your Steelers. Some more little parts for your Steelers. And then we have Carnifex, the heads, so we get the whole kit, which is nice. Nothing missed out, even though the box art shows it in one particular style, so that's good. Let's have a look what else we got. So we got some more Carnifex bits. Cool, got all the options, the different carapaces on there. Nothing too exciting because it's just existing kit. So that's all those bits. Pop them nice and safely to one side. And then we've got that, we don't want that. That, we don't want that. That, we definitely don't want that. That, load of crap, we don't want that. Right, and what else good stuff we got here? Some nice cool, more Carnifex weapons, always good. And this is the bit we're really excited about. This is the new Broodlord, who I've seen this guy made up, and he is immense, absolutely huge. So much detail in there. Very cool. I mean, if you think the Space Hulk Broodlord looks cool, this guy is in a different league. It's absolutely epic. So yeah, you wait to see this guy when he's made up. He's awesome. This, I would say, this is in probably, definitely, this will be one of my top 5 most favourite Tyranid models. So I'll look forward to getting this guy together. Oh, and don't want that either. A load of rubbish. What have we got next? We've got some bases. So this is quite interesting because these bases are not your standard size. They're bigger. So these would be for standard rubbishy marines, so we don't want them. We've got these here, which are bigger bases for the warriors. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm not sure whether I'll use them. I'll probably just use the old bases just so they go in with the rest of the army. But that's pretty cool. We've got some Steeler bases there, which is cool. We've got this, yeah, rubbish. More Steeler bases, cool. We've got here, this is really interesting because I believe that is the Carnifex base, which is pretty odd, and that is the Broodlord base. So 2 new interesting bases. But again, I mean, the Broodlord one will have to go onto there. The Carnifex one, I'll probably put it on the old standard base, but still very interesting. So let's pop them to one side. And let's have a look at these. Okay, so these are the rule books. So before we go on to these, let's just have a little look to the rest of this. So we've got another sort of base in there and some transfers for Scumbag Marines. So let's just put in there, we don't need that. Right, okay, so first bit of advice is this. So my first bit of advice is that once you've got rid of all the rubbishy marine bits and pieces and you put them all in a box, you need to do this. Once you've done that and you've made sure you've disposed of the scumbags, we can go on and look at the good stuff. So, you've got your standard miniature rulebook, which is really nice, really handy. I've got the digital version, but it's really nice having the proper little mini rulebook, just handy to be able to flick through. I've already got a bit of battle damage on mine, but yeah, these are very handy. Quite often it's just easier to skip to a page rather than try and find it in your on your pad. So yeah, well worth getting hold of one of these. Now they're available through obviously the Dark Vengeance set, the Stormclaw one, and this one, so they're quite easy to get hold of on eBay and what have you. But yeah, you want to try and get yourself one of these little mini rulebooks, really handy. Okay, you've got all your assembly instructions for all the stuff. Let's get to something looking pretty cool. Look at that, that looks amazing, really cool looking. I've got here standard stealers, which is nice, so you've got sort of simple instructions how to make everything. Why you'd want to make all that rubbish, I don't know. Again, it's better. So we've got the full little instructions for how to make everything, which is nice. Flicking on, we've got here, that's the Carnifex even. More rubbish there. Okay, and then you get your Deathstorm supplement campaign book. So let's have a little flick through this. Okay, so first thing you notice is nice beautiful pictures as always. Some cool artwork. You see, that looks cool. Look, that Gene Steelers, that big old broodlord's about to eat that guy, which is always good. Some cowering marines. So we've got the fluff there, which is nice. Always interesting to read. Again, some more wicked artwork, which is cool. More fluff, more fluff. That's a cool picture. Look at that. I think that guy's in trouble. Right, let's have a little look through. We've got some artwork, some eye candy. There he is. Look at that guy. Awesome. We've got the missions, so there's some specific missions set up, which is great. Generally these are geared up for new players, but they're always quite good fun to play. I've always enjoyed them in the past. So we've got, let me just count, so we've got 1, 2, 3, so there's 3 missions. Then we've got some little almost data cards for all the units. What is quite nice is they're not just standard, they have like their own special rules and characteristics, which is cool, particularly when you want to move these and play these outside of just their own missions and you want to bring them into your army. It's quite nice to be able to have some sort of uniques there. So I'm not going to look at this stuff because it's all very boring. They're all wearing power armor. Way. So yeah, so no doubt there'll be some wicked reviews on these guys somewhere out there. You've got all the war gear, all nicely laid out. That's a wicked bit of artwork. You can't really see because of the glare in here, but that looks cool. A nice battle. You've got smoke, very atmospheric, which is cool. Let's carry on, go. And this is the bit that's interesting. This is the most interesting bit probably of the whole review, and let's have a look at it. So we've got here the Children of Citrus, and this is the Gene Stealer brood with the Broodlord in. It's 215 points, and let's just have a quick little look. So what's cool about this? Right, well, so first of all, what's nice I noticed straight away is you now can have a Broodlord as your warlord, which is cool. If you take this little unit, he can be your warlord. That's epic. His standard broodlord stats, which is cool. He knows the same old sort of stuff, no difference there. He has got stealth, which is really cool. That's really handy, because obviously when he's infiltrating, it means he's that much more survivable, and obviously so does the unit, so that's really sweet. I like that. His warlord trait gives himself a third enemy, which makes him even more formidable in combat, which is lovely. I like that. The stealers are all basic. It doesn't look, so you can't upgrade them as such. They are just standard, which is okay. But they do have fleets as standard, so you don't really need adrenal glands too much. So pretty cool. Let's go on and let's have a look. So we've got a special warrior brood. They're 170 points. Let's have a look at them. So what are their special rules? Well, they don't suffer any negatives to their initiative when they charge through terrain. So that's pretty decent. I like that, because that means, again, it kind of it's cool. Well, it states it as ruins, so not quite terrain, but still quite handy. I like that. So they have, all the models in the unit have toxin sacs and adrenal glands. One model is equipped with a pair of talons and a venom cannon. That's a bit rubbish, because no one wants a venom cannon, they're useless. One model has talons and bone swords, that's quite cool, and one model has rending claws and lash whip and bone sword, which is a pretty awful combination, really, to be fair. You generally would never put rending claws with bone sword lash whip. If you disagree, put it down below, but I think it's a combination you probably wouldn't bother. You just take the talons, because the bone sword and lash whip will do enough. So that's that. What other little rules have they got? So models without the Tyrannid faction treat all ruins terrain within 12 of the hive warriors as dangerous terrain. I like that. That's quite nice. That's pretty cool. Okay, so that's them. Other than that, they're pretty standard. Let's go on. So we now have the beast. So this guy is just a carnifex. He has a set layout, so you can't upgrade him as such. He has bioplasma, which is handy, which is always nice. He has stranglefall cannon, and he has talons. He has standard rules as far as fearless and instinctive behaviour feed, and he has live-in battering ram, but he does have it will not die, which is strange, because I'm surprised he doesn't just have regeneration, but I suppose maybe that would have been too much. Not too sure. Maybe you can tell us out there why you think it will not die, just because it's a little bit tamer than regeneration? I don't know. Anyway, other than that, he doesn't have any special rules on himself, apart from obviously having that loadout, and he's 170 points. So we go on to a formation. So you can take them, all the units together as a formation, and what does that give you? Well, that will give you, so all the models from this formation have the stealth special rule, which in itself is pretty awesome, because that means Carnifex will have stealth straight away, so will your warriors. I like that, that's really handy. But let's look at what it says after that. Models that already have the stealth, i.e. the Stealers and the Broodlord, have the Shrouded special rule. That suddenly makes them pretty damn amazing, because that now means that they are getting 2 up in ruins. Oh yes, that's awesome. What else? And they also, all units have the 3rd enemy, so that's pretty cool, because yeah, the Stranglefall Cannon's not awesome, but it's generally wounding most things on a 2, so you're going to get to re-roll that too. So that's pretty cool as well. And the warriors are going to be very formidable in combat, which is cool, as well as the Stealers. So you know, that's cool. It's a nice rule. I'm not sure whether it's the most formidable formation, but if you think about potentially with that and then putting a Malon throat with them, then suddenly you're turning everything into shrouded. You know, it's awesome. It's awesome. This is gonna be pretty cool. I suppose actually shrouded doesn't stack with stealth anymore, so maybe not the Malon throat. But yeah, I think the formation's good. It has its place. It's nice to be able to take a Broodlord. I think it's definitely going to be a fun formation to take, and it definitely makes Steelers more viable in this little way. Shame you can only use just one unit like that, but yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun to use that. So all in all, I think it's good. I'm really pleased that we've got some set rules particularly for this. It just gives us a bit more variety. We've already got tons, but I'm never going to complain about having more. So that's really cool. Really enjoy that. Let's have a last sort of look at the box before we call the end. Let's have a look. So what have we got here? So let's have a look. So you've got the box art on the back. Shows what all the units will look like when they're all made up. Some fluff. Let's have a look on the sides. More pictures. It's a nice glossy box, as you kind of come to expect. Lots of inspiration for your painting and what have you. So yeah, no, I'm going to thoroughly enjoy playing these units as they are, and experimenting to see what I can do with them to make them more formidable. And once I know how to do that, I'll come back and let you guys know. But for now, please do like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.